That's a lot.
Mom and Dad had 11 kids. Guess how many I got?
Of those?
No. My mom and Dad had 11 kids. Guess how many kids I got?
I think you got 8.
I got 11.
You got 11, so
got
exactly
11
the same. That's a mighty coincidence.
That's snow.
We still got snow?
They still got snow.
Wow.
See how it's in a pile? The
Yeah.
fencing does that.
Wow.
That's what the fencing's for.
Wow.
This is my brother's place, the green roof you see it.
Alrighty.
He's got lots of junk cars around his house because he's a mechanic. That's why I could look under your hood and tell you what it is.
Yes. Yeah, those skills, it's a good skill to have, the mechanical skills. You know, fix anything that gets broken, tinker around with it, and
there's a park, a Montana State Park in Glendive, Montana, called Makoshika State Park.
Sounds like another Native American place.
Yeah, and we are the Makoshika Death Riders.
That's intense.
That's who we are. Me and that guy over there in that green roof. The Makoshika Death Riders.
Wow. I wouldn't want to mess with the Death Riders.
Well, we're fixing to set up for tribulation. And we're going to have guns. And we're going to welcome righteous people into these canyons. You'll say, don't be here in the winter time because it'll get grim in the winter.
Right.
There's safety in the summer. Yeah, there's safety now. Imagine if there was 100 rifles on top of hills around here. People try to sneak in and get your food. Good luck with that. Tribulation. John wrote about the tribulation. 22 chapters, and anybody that reads about it scares the jeebies out of it. But the big army coming against Jerusalem, led by the Antichrist, lasts 3 years. You know when the war is ending, and this isn't me, this is John the Revelator, there will be 2 special witnesses in Jerusalem fighting for the Jews. Mormons believe that there are 2 of the 12 apostles. They will be killed. And it will be advertised on TV. Now, I'm not making this up. This is what John wrote 2,000 years ago. When those 2 guys are killed, the countdown for the last 3 days of Earth as you know it starts. It's only 3 days. You know what happens at the end of those 3 days? The world is remade. Guess who remakes it?
Jesus.
Yeah, the same guy that John wrote about. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. All things were made by the Word. Guess who made video?
God.
The Word. And it says the Word was made flesh and walked among us. Of course, we didn't treat him too good. We hung him on the cross. That's what we did to our God.
How's the world going to be remade after 3 days? What's going to happen?
I'll tell you exactly.
Tell me about it.
This isn't me making shit up. This is John the Revelator writing it down. Half of the population of the world is burned. It's called separating the wheat from the tares. That's the scripture. But half of the population of Earth is wiped out in 48 hours.
Wow.
All of the wicked people that have not chosen to take upon themselves the name of the Word that made the world, and Prodigal, by the way. I'll tell you what I think it is. I think it's nuclear warfare.
Nuclear warfare.
But if there's nuclear warfare going on, how is it out of Prodigal? And how is it in New York City? Well, where would you rather be?
Yeah, that's an easy choice, I think.
Yeah, especially if you're led by righteous people and God's talking to them. Now, okay, now we're going to do this. Now we're going to do this. You know, Moses got, I don't know how many people he led out of Egypt, but they were slaves. And God parted the water and let him walk across on dry ground. That's the God I'm talking about. And John was talking about that God.
pretty powerful.
Well, the last book in the New Testament is scary. It's a scary book. 2 hours you can read it. Every time you read for 10 minutes, you say, "Oh shit! Oh shit!" Anyway, you know, John was an old man when he wrote it. You know how it became known to him?
An angel?
Visions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was angels. He was talking with angels. They were saying, "John, look over here. John, look over here." He explains it all. It's all in there. But here's my belief. We're in it. Joe Biden is part of the tribulation for America. And I think that the burning of the wicked that John referred to
Nuclear warfare?
is nuclear warfare. It's Russia and China and America. We got the best bombs. And if they start shooting bombs at us, especially if Trump's president, what are we going to do? We're going to shoot back. John said half the population of the world was wiped out. I'm going to not talk about it because it's kind of scary. But I'm thinking about beautiful.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's nice and green grass here compared to...
Oh, it rains every day. Every day.
There's a lot of farms around here?
A lot of ranches.
Ranches. What could you grow?
Cattle.
Cattle. They just eat the grass.
Cattle and horses. Horses are big around here. Laramie, Cheyenne. Horses are big. Hell, there's a lot of Western history in Wyoming.
Were there a lot of Indian wars out here?
Yep.
Now Cheyenne, was that where they had a battle?
That was the name of an Indian race, Cheyenne.
Okay.
Of course, Indians lived off of buffalo. We fixed that.
Yeah, that's too bad. Have you ever tried the buffalo jerky, buffalo meat?
I ate a lot of beef.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've done buffalo much.
I think I tried it when I was driving in California. They had a stand on the side of the road that said exotic jerky, and one of the flavors was buffalo. And yeah, I would like to have buffalo, but I've talked to some farmers about it, and they said buffalo, it's hard. Cows are docile. They do whatever you want them to do, but buffalo are more independent, and they want to roam for a big, long travel. They don't want to just stay in a pen.
And they're bigger than cows.
They are powerful creatures.
And they were everywhere.
Yep.
Till we showed up. Oh, we're going to remake America. Oh, and you Indians that like buffalo, yeah, you can go to hell. And here's some poison blankets to sleep. Oh, terrible. You know, they
now we
wiped
got
out
wind farms.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw outside and said, Beautiful used to be nice, now we got wind farms.
Yeah. I think I'd prefer buffalo.
Well, I know what the Indians would prefer.
Then you'd really need to have fences on the side of the road to prevent buffalo from charging at you, I guess. I would not want to mess with a buffalo.
Boy, them trucks are getting expensive.
Yeah.
A truck like that is $60,000, $70,000.
That's a house. You
Yeah.
buy a house for that much.
Yeah. This is a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I don't need to pay $70,000. That's too much for me.
Look, you're going faster than these big fancy trucks.
Right. Yeah. Well, I believe, as far as I've seen, haven't seen a speed limit sign in a long time, but I've seen a lot
About
of,
80. Cars
Yeah.
about 80.
I've seen a lot of 80. So, and earlier I was up to about 90, and I didn't realize the police officer was behind me, and so I just slid into the right lane, and he sped up and went faster than me and kept going. So, especially on those long straight roads, they don't.
I came back from the Philippines not too long ago. Landed in L.A.
And when was that?
11 and a half months ago.
About a year ago.
My wife that I was married to was stage 4 breast cancer.
Wow.
I said, baby, I ain't gonna marry you and put you in the ground. That, that, send you enough money so you can find a good doctor, and you and the doctor sort out the stage 4 cancer.
Yeah.
So I came to America, and I can't tell you what happened because
That's
you already
top secret.
yeah, it's kind of top secret.
Okay.
You kind of think I'm crazy already. Guess
As
what
long as
happened?
everything worked out.
Guess what happened 4 weeks later?
Did you get the money? Or did
No, I got a call from my wife.
What did she say?
I'm better.
Oh.
I know it. I know. Guess what I'm doing this month?
You're going back?
I'm going back for the rest of my life.
You like it in the Philippines?
I like Melody. 103 kids. And they're going to need some help getting through this next 7 years.
Yeah.
They need some help. And you know what I told Melody when I left the Philippines? I'd already baptized the kids. Because I'm dying in the world morning. Joseph Smith's morning. Do you know what happened to Joseph Smith when he was 14 years old? He was in a grove 10 acres from his dad's house. And he was trying to figure out whether he should go to his mom's church or his dad's church. Which one should he really spend his time on? So he goes out in the woods to pray about it because he read in James chapter 1 verse 5. Said that if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask of God that giveth to all liberally and upbraideth not, and if you ask with faith, it shall be given to you. I'll just go do this. You know what happened?
Did he get some help?
Yeah, God, the Father, and the Word both showed up. Both. He was 14 years old and he got to talk with God. And guess what? Guess what he was wondering? Where's the church? Where's the truth? You guys know where's the truth? Oh, we can help you with that. So that happened when he was 14. When he was 18, Moroni gave him the gold plates that he had buried in 421 AD.
421. Wow.
His race of people got wiped out in New York by the Great Lakes. They had a war. They were the good people, and the bad side attacked the good side, but the good side had gotten bad.
So there was bad on both sides?
Well,
good got bad?
I think that after his people got wiped out, Moroni found a woman, a good woman, and she helped him while he was finishing the gold plates. And it was 60 pounds he was carrying. He carried it around for 10 years, 60 pounds. Think about that. Regular people can't do that. He wasn't a regular guy. He was a prophet, like Moses. That trucker back there's pushing you a little.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well,
We could slide over and let him go on by.
if he wants to.
Well, he's passing that truck. He's going faster than that truck he just passed.
Let's see here. You got a lot of windmills.
Oh, it's ugly. It's an obscenity made by the Democratic Party. It's Barack Obama at work. That's evil. It's evil. They think they're going to save the world and build a great future. I got news for you. You guys haven't been reading the book of Revelation very well. Yeah, I can tell you about your future. All you want to hear. Yeah, you're written. And they had this big thing down in Texas. Windmills I'll shut up.
What happened in Texas? With the
They had a big snowstorm, froze up the windmills.
Where?
So, and their power was off. People were dying in their houses in Texas. get the electricity running.
Wow.
Tribulation. Here it is. Do you know Cheyenne at all?
Never been to Cheyenne.
Really?
Never been.
You just came through Laramie, right?
Yep.
Laramie's a little bit cowboy looking. Cheyenne's a little bit oil field rich looking.
Ah, okay.
It's bigger. It's 3 times bigger than Laramie.
I've heard of it before. I've never heard of Laramie before.
My baby brother has the house out of Peterborough. He works in hospitals. He's been treating people with cancer for 30 years. He works 3-4 days a week. He's working in a hospital in Nebraska. It's a 2-hour drive from there to Nebraska. And when he goes there, he stays with a friend he treats people with cancer. And is for the itchy. Oh, and he just had coronavirus. They said, don't come to work. You are on quarantine for 10 days. Don't come to work. He came home and said, well, I'm sick with coronavirus. You are? He said, yeah, I'm going to spend 10 days here at the hospital. I was there. I said, oh, okay, I hope I get it. So I didn't wear a mask. He didn't wear a mask. And I got it.
And how was that?
Now I'm immune. You have coronavirus in your body, keeps you healthy. You have immunity. Nobody can breathe on me and make me sick. I can't breathe on anybody and make them sick. I'm immune. I know. I think I've had it twice.
Double immunity.
Yeah, I bet you I can go to a hospital anywhere. I have antibiotics, and I quit wearing a mask months ago. It's absolute. Only people that are stupid enough to think you got to wear a mask is Joe Biden and that doctor of his. Whoever that fucking doctor is, everything he says is wrong. Did I tell you I've got a son living in Cheyenne that's a 10? You want to meet a kid that's an actual 10? I can tell you this, he's never drank a beer in his life, he's never smoked a cigarette. That's, true Mormons don't.
Yeah.
We tried. Our body is a temple of God, and we try to keep it clean and holy and share the space with God.
Yeah, I try not to drink too much either. Or smoke.
I'm 67.
You think the Mormon commandments keep you healthy?
Well, they're not Mormon commandments. God's commandments. Yes, God can give you things that keep you healthy. I'll tell you something you've never heard before. I'm going to tell you 3 or 4 things you've never heard before. This is kind of cool.
Okay.
Moses was given a recipe for good health from God in the Old Testament, and when we translated the Bible into Greek, we messed up the recipe.
What's the recipe?
Pot is part of the recipe.
Really?
Who grew pot? Who designed pot? Let's think for a minute. Who made the world? Who made the world?
Yeah, but didn't God also make tobacco and alcohol?
Yep. And wine. And coffee.
Right.
And caffeine pills. And I take caffeine pills. I've been taking them for 30 years. Have you ever taken caffeine pills?
I have not. Nope. Haven't taken.
I'm going to do you a treat.
Oh, I can't. I can't take them. My heart will beat too fast. Heart palpitations.
4 cents. You buy them at Walmart. You buy a bottle of 90 pills for $4. And I'm not taking much, but I'm not working much anymore. I've just been hiding on the mountain. But I've been making what was the Moses carried around? The staff. I've been making staffs to walk around in the mountain. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, walking sticks.
Yeah, walking sticks.
Yeah, those are helpful.
Yeah. And if I take a caffeine pill, if I'm walking in the mountains and I'm feeling tired, I'm 67 for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I'm in better shape than I've ever been in my life. Ask me the name of my doctor.
God.
God, I don't have a doctor. I don't know a doctor's name. I'm too damn healthy to need a doctor.
That's pretty impressive. I wish I could say I was that healthy.
I have 8 kids, 4 boys, 4 girls.
What happened? I thought you had 11 kids.
8 kids in America and 3 in the Philippines.
Okay.
The 3 in the Philippines are Jonah Mel, Jenilyn, and Junjun. All 3 of her kids have a name that starts with J. All 4 of my boys are J.W. Orchids. How cool is that? God married us. God wanted me with Melody. And you know what I said? Well, if that's what you want, that's what I'm going to do, God.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kind of makes sense. I found this.
Yeah.
Fell out of somebody's truck. Stuff in there.
Some cards.
Dave's got a troubled child. The people that lost this.
Yeah.
There is state capitol in Cheyenne. It's a gold. Is that it? Gold Dome.
Gold Dome. I see.
That's where Jesse lives.
Did you want to stop in Cheyenne?
Yeah, I think this is the end of the road for me. Oh, we're going to Denver?
I was going to Denver.
Are you going to be there tomorrow?
I'm going to be there today. I'm driving there. It's an hour away, I think.
It's 2 hours.
2 hours. That's where I'm going. I got people to meet in Denver.
Really?
Yeah, I got 2 people I want to meet.
Do you want to see Jesse or not see Jesse?
Jesse here, is that your son?
That's he's my number 10 son. I got 4 sons. 2 of them are drunks and 2 of them are returned missionaries. They both speak Spanish fluently. I speak French. But you don't need to see them. If Denver's a big thing, going to Denver is cool for me. I got the yuck you see all over the hat.
Yeah.
That's rubbed on banana. And I put baby care lotion. I tried to rub the banana off. But, you know, I think this is an Australian Shepherd hat.
Could be.
I want to ride it dirt biking in the Philippines. I'm going to tie a strap underneath it so I don't blow off. God, I love dirt biking. I love dirt biking as much as I love sex.
That's pretty intense.
I love them both a lot. I had 8 kids. And when 20 years ago my wife quit on me, she committed adultery. I was going to kill her.
Wow.
I drove to the house where her new boyfriend was at. She was at the house 11 o'clock at night, and I was outside the house with a loaded gun. And I had 2 little boys in the car with me. One of the 2 little boys is Jesse. And I had murder in my heart. My wife that I was married in the temple for time and all eternity was in a house naked with another man, and murder seemed right to me. I was sitting out in the car outside the house where she was fucking another guy, and I had a loaded gun, and I was thinking about, yeah, what am I going to do about these little boys I got in the car with me, because I had both little boys in the car with me. And I'm going to tell you something. This is important. It's profoundly important to me. You know, I've told you that Joseph saw God the Father and Jesus Christ. I heard a voice while I was in the car. It was a voice from the spirit world, and it talked inside my head. I didn't know who it was at the time, but I know now. It was my grandfather, the Mormon bishop. He had a question for me. He said, "What are you going to do with these 2 little boys, John? What are you going to do with the boys?" Because I was thinking going in there and putting a bullet in both of them people because they deserved it. But the problem was, I knew what the next step was. I'd be going to court and going to jail. voice in my head said, what are you going to do with these two little boys? I knew it was spiritual manifestation happening while I was in the process of murdering my cheating wife. I started the car and I drove away. And my number 10 son was in Cheyenne. He went to, do you know what Mormon missionaries are?
Yep.
He was in El Salvador for 2 years.
Okay.
When he came home from El Salvador, he married a girl that's half Filipino. Now I'll tell you a little bit more about my life. I had a good friend in the Mormon church in Glendyke. He was my best friend all my adult life. And he was in his 4th marriage, and his wife was leaving him. She was splitting up. And I told him, look, you and American women, it's not working so good. For some reason, there's something that's, listen, you're a friend of mine and I want to help you. Let's look outside the United States for work. He was 52. He was 50 when we had that conversation. When he was 52, he married a 19-year-old Filipino. 19. She flew to America. And before they got married, he sent her parents $300 a month to prove to them that he was worthy to be the husband of their daughter. Anyway, he flew to the Philippines. Choice number 1, choice number 2. He never got around to number 2 because number 1 was just fine. He married her. 6 months later, she came to Montana, lived with him until he died. Gave him 2 kids. I'm friends with her now, but he's dead.
How did he die?
He had a heart condition.
Yeah.
And he went in for surgery to get his heart fixed, and it killed him.
Was he a heavy man?
He was one of the smartest, most talented guys, and I'm a pretty talented guy, but I gotta tell you, he was more talented than I was. Anyway, that's only half the story. I want to tell you the other half. He was a Makoshika Death Rider. I was a Makoshika Death Rider. And of course, there was another Mormon guy. Most of the Makoshika Death Riders were Mormons.
What did the Makoshika Death Riders do? Did they have meetings?
No, we'd get together and ride dirt bikes, XR 600s.
Okay.
And it got to where it was 40 guys. It got up to 40. And Richard got old and weak and he just quit riding. The rest of us never quit. Hell, I still have it. I just lost Jason's bike out in meeting room. It took me 10 days to find it. He said, "You're killing my 230 CRF." That's a small Honda dirt bike. What are those? Down line for?
Yeah, we got some power lines, RVs. Here's a guy on the side of the road.
You know what the Bakken boom was? Bakken boom?
Bakken boom. What is that?
It was a big thing that happened in America for about 15 years. It happened in North Dakota. It's called the Bakken boom. It's where we drilled holes 2 miles deep and then we went sideways 2 miles in the Bakken oil formation.
Okay.
And we became independent of Saudi Arabia. Texas and North Dakota made it happen. And I was part of the Bakken boom.
Were you an oil worker?
I was 20 years on the oil rigs.
Heard that is hard work.
Well, you know, I've never been a hard worker. I've been a clever worker. And I saw what happened to Richard when he got a 19-year-old Filipino wife. And my wife left me and she was fucking around. I lost 5 of my kids. And somebody said, take care of these 2 have 4 boys, and 2 of my boys are top notch. Top notch. One went to Mexico on a mission, one went to El Salvador. They can speak fluent Spanish to each other. I can't tell what the fuck. Jeremy has a wife and a little girl. His little girl's about 2 now. And his wife is getting her doctorate in chemistry in college.
Gotta be pretty smart for that.
Well, I don't know if you can tell it or not. My whole family is smart. My daughter, my oldest daughter, that I was always has always been faithful to me. I lost 5 of my kids. I didn't lose my oldest daughter. She went to the college I went to, Brigham Young University in Utah.
What did you study?
Geology and crater rocks. Anyway, she went down and she studied Andy Slade. He was a returned missionary from Brazil, and he is smarter than orchids. And Sharice and Andy have 7 kids, and they're all smarter than orchids.
Oh, there's a helicopter up there checking people's speed, I think.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna fly down and give someone a speeding ticket.
No, they're it's military training.
Military training, or is there a base around here?
Yeah.
What's the base?
I'm gonna guess Air Force helicopter.
This car is real dirty up here.
Hey, I should move this so we got more room.
If you want to. If you want to pull over, I can go get gas and we can move some things around.
Are you good for money? That's just a tank of gas between here and Denver.
Yeah, I can fill up the tank and stretch the legs. And
Who's your friends?
I've got 2 friends down there, and one of them I've met before.
A girl or boy?
2 boys.
Oh.
I've been trying to avoid the girls for the most part.
My best friend introduced me to Filipinos.
Right.
Guess what me and my second best friend have done?
Married Filipinos.
There's Filipinos.
Yeah.
He's in Cebu, and he built a castle. He's rich.
Nice.
Eric Jensen. And his wife is Diana, and they adopted, I think it's one of her nieces. They adopted one of her nieces. He's got a castle, he owns orchards, and he built a swimming pool so he could stand on the roof of his house and jump into it.
Where'd he make all that money?
He's a computer
Guy.
So is Richard. Eric made more money being a computer guy than Richard did. Let me tell you what Richard did for a living.
Yeah, what do you do?
He was a welder
Okay.
and a machinist, and he worked for a telephone company. And then on the side, he wrote software for computers for rich people. They needed a program that did a certain thing in a certain way, and he could do it. He was profoundly dyslexic. He sent letters to 100 women in the Philippines, and he married his first choice out of that 100 women. His computer software is dyslexic. You know people dyslexic?
Well, I didn't know how that would work if you're dyslexic, because I thought it meant you spelled the words wrong.
It means that you can't really understand what you're reading in a book written in normal English in a normal way for normal people.
And how do they understand it?
Well, you have to teach yourself how to understand it. And he was smart enough.
Okay.
He was an incredibly intelligent guy. And I helped him solve his marital problem. He ended up with a 19-year-old Filipino. And I watched them together for 15 years now. You lucky son of a bitch. My wife left me and took 5 of my kids. Now my 2 older boys are drunks. life goes on. Now I'm going to the Philippines. I'm taking my hat. I got stuff hidden in the mountains all over. Is that where my boots are? Fuck, I left my boot. I get married in my new Mexican cowboy boots are in a white plastic bag in a place that the sheriff of Laramie just ran me off of.
Wow.
When you picked me up on the interstate, I was thinking about going back and rearranging some shit. But fuck. I'm going to the Philippines. I don't have to rearrange the damn thing.
You can wear sandals in the Philippines. Yep, you got them.
I just need to go to the Philippines. And the fourth Wednesday of the month.
So,
Payday.
Payday. Who's paying you?
Social Security.
Nice.
That's not all. Social Security, and I worked for Shell for 12 years.
Did you get a pension?
And there was a pension that was accumulating somewhere, somehow, and my oldest daughter that went to my college found the money.
Wow, she's smart.
Well, we're all smart.
That's useful.
But I get $400 every month until I die.
From
Shell.
Wow. That's not bad.
On top of my Social Security. And we like Hondas. Us Orca boys like Hondas. We know what Hondas are. They're very good. You got water to drink in here? I haven't had any drink for a long time.
Might, if you find.
I'll drink that, whatever.
This one.
Ooh.
Take a bottle.
Is that water?
This is empty, my friend. This is all empty.
I'll use it.
You'll use it later. We can pick up more at the gas station here.
Thank you, Ken.
That's no problem, man. That's why I'm on this trip. I decided my purpose in life was to help people.
Well, you cannot truly understand how much you're helping me. You just can't understand it. The Sheriff Laramie was going to beat me up.
How did he find you in the mountains?
Oh, I had a fire. And I was keeping it from getting out of control.
Yeah.
Man, you buy water in glass bottles. That's got to be expensive.
Well, you know, I was drinking from the plastic, and people just kept telling me that plastic's no good, you know.
Listen,
it's not good for
I'm going
you.
to tell you something.
Tell me about it.
I'm going to tell you something profound and true.
Okay.
Moses knew the right formula for the good health recipe.
What's the recipe?
I'll tell you the truth. If you want to know it, it can be looked up on Google.
Is it pot?
It's a whole no. If God gives Moses a recipe, it's not just pot.
Okay, what's
smoke
the
it
other
twice.
Part? Tell me what the other parts of the recipe are.
I can't tell you.
It's a secret?
No, it's not a secret. There's some ministers that have cracked the code and they developed it and they want to sell it to you.
Okay, where can I buy it?
Google it. It's on there.
Okay.
Everything's on Google now.
Google Moses health recipe and it should pop up.
No. Google Old Testament health recipe given by God to Moses.
Okay. Old Testament health recipe given by God to Moses. Pull
Yep.
it up, first link. How much is that selling for these days?
It's $40 for a bottle.
That's not too expensive for good health. Health as well.
I think, and not only this, but you probably know this because you live in the same world I do. There's a lot of people now taking CRF, some kind of pot derivative, and it gives them better health, and more satisfaction, and more joy. Hell,
Yeah.
I've been taking it.
Wow.
Anyway, they lost the recipe that God gave to Moses for 2,000 2,000 years, and now it's tribulation coming on.
So does it taste good?
I don't know, never tasted it.
Oh, okay.
You got a pop for $40, but I'll bet it's fine. I don't know if you've heard this or not, but one of the Hollywood guys, a big man in Hollywood, is doing it too.
Is he?
He's selling
Marijuana-based medicine?
And there's this other thing that I've been hearing over and over again. A father and a son are doing this 6-week get you healthy again. It's a 3-month thing. You buy it for $40, and if you have been having pain for 20 years, you buy their stuff and it'll fix you. It's called a 6-week protocol. I don't know, but I think it's got potty. But I'm not surprised because I think God told Moses to take pot. There's some ministers, they've been working on it. I want the 3-month thing.
Yeah.
Just in case. And I want Moses' health elixir. I want it. Why wouldn't? If it's between God and Moses, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Because Moses, I don't know how long he was, but Moses was tight with God. You know what Mormon church teaches?
What does it teach?
Moses didn't go into the promised land that he was leading the people to. It was the conqueror. I can't remember his name. Solomon?
Solomon the Conqueror.
Anyway, he was one
In
of
4 miles, take exit 3.
Thank you, man. I needed that.
Yeah, that's no problem.
I got $10 for gas.
Let's see.
There's another one of them helicopters. I'm sure he's clocking traffic.
Yeah.
They're not clocking traffic. They're getting ready to go to war. Come on.
For the tribulation.
It's here. It's here. Joe Biden is a manifestation of the tribulation. I know it in my heart. I know it in my heart. When I go to Vitavu, I'm excited because I see I'm going to be in the Philippines making my own Vitavu.
Ah, okay. Everyone's got their own Vitavu.
Well, you got to have some kind of plan. Like, I don't know if it's still going on. I've been watching TV, but in big cities, black people have been rioting, burning, tearing, raising hell. You know, if Trump was president, none of that shit would be happening. I don't know who's jerking. Can these seats come ahead? Is it okay if I trip it ahead?
Yeah, if you want to tip it ahead, go ahead. You just pull on that lever and you pull it ahead. And
Oh, thanks.
yeah, that's no problem.
Thank goodness.
Whatever makes you comfortable.
I'm comfortable now.
Good.
I thought, will I sleep in seats like this? Yeah, I feel good now.
Nice.
Thanks.
It's good to feel good.
Okay, listen.
I'm listening.
Joseph Smith was 14 years old, and guess what happened to him?
He found some golden tablets.
No,
He met the Father and the Son.
both of them. Both of them. And he had a question. Mom's church or dad's church? Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe. God. Here's how it went down. The father talked first. Here's what he said. Joseph, this is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. You know why he's pleased with Jesus?
Jesus is
The Word. He built the world. And he died for all mankind. When God the Father says, I'm pleased with Jesus, he means it. So Jesus took over. reestablish, honor the true church. Can you do it? I'm up for it. Okay, we'll be sending Moroni along shortly. You know who Moroni is? The guy that buried the gold plates. He was also a prophet like Moses. Anyway, that's why Vidavoo is so damn interesting. It's an Indian thing. If you go to Vidavoo and hike around, you'll see the bowls made on the top of rocks to hold water.
I haven't seen that before.
I couldn't either at first. And that's not all. I found big ones. Tub-sized bowls.
Yeah.
Little bowls like kettles and tubs. Some of the big ones have broken in half. You can tell what they were. They were big rock containers for holding water. You know, how did people live 600 years ago? They didn't have running water on tap.
No, it did not.
They carved it.
Alright. Let's see which one I want to do. This one, or I want to do this one.
That's a military truck.
Military's out here in Wyoming.
That's a military truck doing military. Vidavoo. That's going to be a good thing to know in the next 4 or 5 years. You know, it's time right to go there. When you hear that the Mormons have disappeared off the face of the earth. Oh, you're getting gas. I know what you're doing.
Let's see what we can do here. I'm looking at this gas station and I'm thinking to myself that this is a little bit different from what I'm used to. I think I might just take the ones in the front that look a little bit more normal.
You can make a
diesel.
phone call. You can make a phone call to get them to turn the pump on. You don't even have to go in and talk to them.
Let's see if it comes up right here in front of the this here place. I can take a stop.
$10 for it.
All right, we are at pump 1, my friend.
This is definitely better than walking down the interstate.
I agree.
Can I get 10 back?
As far as the $20, sure. I'll tell them put 10 on one.
I give you the whole 20, then I'm out.
That's fine. No pressure, man. I'm driving there anyway, so I'm going to use the same amount of gas whether you're in the car or not.
Well, it's only fair to be fair.
Fair is fair. That's what they say. All right, we're going to fill up some gas. See what happens. See what happens in the car while I'm gone. Hi there.
Hi.
$10 on pump 1. If you could give me 10 back, that would be great.
No, I'm gonna keep it 10. ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਬਨਾਨੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਦਿਨ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ 4:5ਵਾਂ ਨੰਬਰ 1 ਜਿਸੇ ਨੰਬਰ 1
Yes, please. Thank you.
ਨੋ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਤੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਪਿੰਡ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਚੌਕੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਘਰ ਕਰਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਬਾਕੀ ਨੂੰ ਸੇਵਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਘਰ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਪਿੰਡ ਉਹ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਨਾ ਹਾਈ ਹਾਊ ਯੂ well better receive
10 bucks back to you. Yeah. All right, we're filling it up. Unleaded, $2.99. That's not bad. I do not drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee either, never have. It's against our religion, but I take caffeine.
Yeah.
I worked in oil rigs for 30 years, and I had 2 little boys that I was taking care of.
Right.
Guess what happened to them? I took damn good care of them.
That's good. You must be proud.
This is what you buy at Walmart for $4.
Oh, yeah?
That's 2 cups of coffee.
Wow. One little pill.
Yep. 4 cents. Cost 4 cents. This was my walk around in the mountains disguise.
Ah, yeah. Incognito.
Yeah, they couldn't see me in the trees.
Camouflage.
And so are these pants. I got 3 pair of pants on.
It's gonna beep you again on that seatbelt as well.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's time to do my thing. I've enjoyed this.
Yeah, it's a good time. Have some company on your travels. Hear some stories.
I'm going to tell you something important.
What's that?
I want to say this in a way that sounds right. I want to say it in the right way.
Okay.
I'm living a life close to God. He gave me a wife in the Philippines after my wife committed adultery on me. My 2 older sons became, I'll tell you how they became alcoholic. They played basketball in Columbus, Montana, and they were good basketball people, but Dad wasn't there. Guess what basketball boys do in high school?
Drinking.
Party on the weekends, especially if they're popular. And I lost them to that. The 2 boys that were with me were also excellent basketball players. So, what I was getting ready or building up to, I think that I have a pretty good score with God. And I think Jesse, I heard a voice that said, what's going to happen to your boys? And I thought, well, if I go in there and kill these two people, then I'm going to go to prison. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen to my boys. So I started the car and I drove away. And now I know what happened to my boys. They both went on missions. They both speak Spanish. They're fluent in Spanish, and they're both married in the temple. And God's given them high scores, just like He gave Joseph Smith. They're getting high scores with God. And I'm kind of tickled. And I'll tell you something else. My oldest son, his name is John Wayne. He's trying to come home. He's trying to come home. I can sense it. The other one, he's sort of trying, you know. He's doing 40% of what his brother's doing. But everybody can see Jesse and Jeremy. They can see what happened, how their lives went, how their lives are going. They didn't get drunk in high school play. I'm sorry, it was a mistake.
Right.
And Mormons aren't supposed to drink. They knew that. But you know, they weren't with Dad. Now they're older. They're in their 40s. And they're thinking about everything. And they're thinking, Jesus, maybe we should go talk to Dad. Dad's slipping out. I'm going to the Philippines. I think tribulation is here. I think it's here this year. You said that you kicked out a date, 20-something or other.
You said 7 years, so I said 2028 is 7 years from now.
Okay. I think by 2030, everything that we've talked about will have happened. Vidavu is going to have come into clarity in your head and in your heart. My brother's place is at Vidavu, and I know what he's doing. I know why he's getting guns. He's close to the interstate. And that's where the assault is going to come when the valley fills up with righteous people. It will be people with guns and pickups. And there's one thing the people in the valley will have. You know what it is? You know what one of the terrible things? One of the horses of the apocalypse.
Disease.
Hunger. Hunger. Right now, these trucks are making our country work.
Yeah.
But if we're starving and we're on a wartime footing and tribulation is here, do you know what John says?
It's going to be hunger.
Antichrist is going to be Antichrist for 6 years. Antichrist, not Jesus' guy, the devil's guy. That's going to affect the truck traffic. That's going to affect the grocery stores. I'm going to tell you something you've heard over and over again.
What's that?
Mark of the beast.
What's that?
That's how they're going to do business in America. In order to do business with the approval and support of the Antichrist,
Right.
you have to get the mark of the beast. Guess what righteous people are going to do? Not get the mark of the beast. And it's coming. It's in the next 7 years. And I don't know this. This is something that I'm thinking in my head. That one of it was Charles and what was Diane? Charles and Diane in England.
Okay.
You know, she got killed.
Yep.
They have sons.
Yep.
I think that's where the Antichrist is going to come out.
Oh, really?
One of the sons of
Charles.
One of Charles' sons. I think that's...
Prince Harry.
Anyway, that's just my own personal theory. But one of them's in the news about going on Oprah Winfrey.
I think that's Harry with the red hair.
Yeah, I don't know which one. You know, I don't know which one's gonna be the bad guy.
Yeah.
But he's gonna run the United Nations and as a military leader. But it's he's fighting for the wrong army. It's the wrong army. I tell you where the right army is. It's a Vita with 6 guns. I need a shave, man. I haven't shaved in days.
Me neither.
I'm glad to meet you, Ken. It was a real special thing what happened. It was special for me. And I'm kind of shocked and amazed by things that happen to me every day. And this is a shocking and amazing day.
I agree. So did you want to stop here and see your son, or did you want to just?
Oh,
go
are we
straight?
still in Cheyenne?
Yeah, we actually drove past. We because I turned the phone off and.
I want to show Ken Jesse because
Okay.
Jesse's that showable.
Okay. Is he? Do you have his phone number?
No, I don't bother.
Well, I don't know if he's busy or not. But if you want me to drop you off here, I can drop you off here. If you want to go to Denver, we can go to Denver.
Well, if I go to Jesse, I still have an option to go to Denver. What day of the month is today?
Today is Thursday, May 20th.
Ooh, 6 days to payday?
Yep.
I get at least $1,800 in 6 days.
It's a lot of money.
It's a plane ticket to the Philippines.
It is.
And I already paid for the passport.
Nice.
If you want to meet Jesse, I would love to show him off. I'm telling you, he's a 10.
I would only visit him if we could call him beforehand and confirm that he's free, available, not busy, because I'm supposed to meet friends.
Okay, here's what I know
tonight.
about Jesse. Here's what I know about Jesse.
Yeah.
He's married and they don't have kids, and
Right.
his wife is pretty sweet and really considerate to him.
Yeah.
And he's as smart as I am and more righteous than I am.
Well, that all sounds good to me. I just I'm on a schedule here.
Okay, let's follow your schedule.
So
follow your schedule.
I'm happy to take you either to Cheyenne or Denver, and that's up to you. And then I got to keep going from there, wherever we stop.
Where's your final destination?
Final destination is well, until I stop finding people. When I stop finding people, then I'll stop where I am.
Well,
But-
my final destination in America is getting on a plane in Denver.
Yeah.
But I could, I think I might be 6 days from the plane ride.
Yeah. Go to the airport, ask them for a ticket.
Yeah. And first thing I got to do is have the passport, and I sent the passport to Kelly. When my dad had 6 sons, and at one point in his pre-death planning about his life, he gave Kelly everything. It goes John, Randy, Kurt, Tracy, Kelly, Jason. Kelly got control of the
Estate.
estate. That's it. And when I applied for the passport, I sent it to Kelly. Guess what Kelly's address is? 105 Orchid, my last name, Orchid Lane, Glendive, Montana.
Do you need to go up to Montana to get it?
I don't think so. I think I get Jesse. I'll get Jesse to call Kelly, say, Dad's passport's evidently coming to your house. It may already be there. I don't know. I paid $200 to get a quick one.
Yeah, I should do that. I've been lazy about it.
Well, I'm always lazy about everything. But I bought a car from Jason, a junker,
Yeah.
and motor quit on me in Laramie.
Yeah.
And where the motor quit on the interstate, I went up in the mountain. I've been up there 4 or 5 days.
Wow.
Then the car came taken by the cop. Then the cop was going to beat me up today. I was thinking, You don't go around telling Moses you're gonna beat him up. Don't you know what happened to the Pharaoh?
I guess he didn't listen.
Well, most people don't listen. Most people just don't understand what's going on. But I understand this. I know this. I know for a fact. Heavenly Father and His Son Jesus Christ appeared to a farm boy and called him to be a modern Moses. That's what happened to Joseph Smith. He was shot in jail when he was 42, 44. And they were an army of devils came to destroy the prophet of God. They shot him in the head. Carthage jail. Him and his brother were both shot that day.
Where'd the army come from?
Oh, people who hate Mormons. That's why Brigham Young took him to Utah. Get him away from people who hate Mormons. My daughter went to where I went to college with my new wife and had her there. And she met a boy who was a missionary in Brazil. So he speaks Portuguese as his missionary language. And he's smarter than orchids. Smarter than orchids? That's pretty damn unusual.
Yeah.
So I've got, and their oldest son is on a mission right now. Oh, I bet he's about done. I'll bet this might be his last day today. Guess where he went on a mission?
Egypt.
Brazil.
Oh.
Same place Dad went.
Yeah.
And when coronavirus hit, they sent him to Wyoming. This coronavirus is part of the tribulation. You know who sent it to us? China. Jesse is doing software in college.
Yeah.
And he plays video games.
Oh, okay.
Both of them do.
Yeah.
Jesse and Jeremiah, they're both returned missionaries, they're both married, and they both play video games. That's okay because I raised them on Halo. You know Halo?
Halo, where you fight the aliens.
Covenant. You fight the Covenant.
You fight the Covenant.
I spent 15 years playing Halo with them watching.
Wow.
And they're assassins. They snipe with rifles.
So it runs in the family.
Well, we're gamers. We are. But Jesse's a gamer and he's still a 10. I don't know if you've ever met a 10. I suppose some Hollywood guys are almost 10s. That one black guy.
Will Smith.
No.
Lawrence Fishburne.
No. He did a thing where he was a bunch of people were trying to kill him and he went to a place that him and his wife owned and shot them all. That guy.
Donner.
No. Come on, John. He's a famous black guy, like Will Smith.
Malcolm X.
No. Better than Malcolm
X. Kwame Kilpatrick. Black Panther?
No.
I haven't heard
This
of
guy's famous in Hollywood. Really, he's been on a lot of famous movies. He was a cop once.
Samuel L. Jackson.
No. Samuel L. Jackson's pretty good, but this guy's way better than that. He's as good as Will Smith.
Kevin Hart.
No. Shit.
LeBron James.
Ron James has got in trouble. He said something shitty about. He was said something bad about a cop. That cop pulled his gun and shot a black girl because she was stabbing another black girl. And LeBron James had something to say about it.
Kobe Bryant.
Hollywood actor, damn it.
Who else works in Hollywood?
Oh, you'll recognize it. I'm 67. My brain doesn't come up with the name.
Bill Cosby.
This guy's more famous than Bill Cosby.
More famous than Bill Cosby.
Yep. He's been on Hollywood for 20 years, made lots and lots and lots of famous.
Morgan Freeman.
No. He's old guy. This guy's not old. This guy old. Kick ass.
Chadwick Boseman.
When you hear his name, you're gonna say, "Oh shit, I should have thought of him."
You know what movie he was in?
Yeah, one of the movies I made, I remember was he shot a bunch of guys at his dead wife's place at the ocean. They came there to kill him. A whole bunch of them did.
Do you know it?
He killed them all.
Do you know any of the names of any movies he's been in?
Yeah, I do. I'm not retarded.
I can't think of any other actors, Hollywood actors.
He's been a spy. He's probably been president of the United States. I don't know. He's that good. He's that good of an actor. He wears a lot of times in suits or military clothes. Oh man, I just thought of the white guy that was a retired military guy, and he goes around shooting, taking care of problems and killing people.
Taking care of problems. Let's see.
Yeah, it was a lady attorney. Her dad was, oh, holy shit. I pass them on the right when they do that. Ooh, jeez, I done wrecked into that other one. You did good. Both of my moves would have been bad for us. You did good.
I'm a professional driver at this point.
Yeah, so am I. I worked in the oil field for 30 years. That means a 12-hour shift at the rig and then 2 little boys at home.
Wow.
And I'd go home and see them.
Did you have anyone taking care of him while you were gone? Or you
Me
just
and
left
Kelly
him?
both lived at Orchid Lane.
Okay.
And my dad thought enough of Kelly that he let him run the estate. And I sent my passport to Kelly. Come on. Who's that black guy? Come on.
If you gave me one movie title, I might be able to figure it out.
We gotta see Jesse, don't tell me. Yeah. The gold building, the gold roof, is 8 blocks from Jesse's apartment. Wow. You got shorts on.
I do.
I got 3 pair of pants on.
Yeah, well, I haven't slept on the mountain, so.
Yeah, well, it's warming up. I'll have you to know it. Even when it rained, I liked it.
Yeah. It's getting to summertime.
Yeah, it's getting to summertime. I need to talk to Jesse, even if I don't stay with him or I don't use him for anything. If he calls Kelly and gets Kelly to send him the passport.
Is Jesse in Cheyenne?
Yeah, he's either in Cheyenne or he's at work.
Yeah.
His wife works and he works. He works as a security guard in a hospital. Has a security outfit.
Well, if you want me to drop you off at his house, I can do that. But otherwise, I'm gonna head south to Denver.
Do you know the Denver area?
No.
I was 2 days in Denver 2 weeks ago. And I found this little town outside of Denver. I liked it. I liked the little town. I thought, I can hang out in this town. I'm 67 and I wear a cowboy hat. And I wear a Boy Scout. I like that town. It was not as plushy. A lot of Denver is, and you got to pay a toll to go to the airport. If you let me talk to Jess, I could probably get some money from him instead of I've only got $15. He knows.
Well, if you tell me where to go, I'll go. You know, we can go to Jesse's house. You can see if he's home.
Okay, I don't know what his schedule is.
Do you know what his address is?
No, but I can show you exactly where it is.
Okay. So, do you know what exit we're gonna take?
Head for the Gold Dome. Head for the Gold Dome, the state capitol.
State capitol.
We'll be 8 blocks from his house.
State capital of Wyoming. Okay, we're headed to the state capitol.
Yeah, it's got a gold dome on it. Oh, I think that's it right there. That's an oil refinery. I know about oil refineries because I was part of the Bakken boom. Those are oil tanks. We made America great. Thank you, Donald Trump. We need Donald Trump back in charge. Jesus, Joe Biden is wrecking America. Everything he does. He talks, I get mad. What? There it is. There's the gold dome.
Yeah.
Whatever. That would have got us there.
Yeah, this is the quickest way.
Okay.
So it's only 8 minutes away.
Somebody coming on the interstate.
I'm only going to, it's in 2 miles, so I'm going to take the right
Okay.
onto 359C. And we should only be 4 minutes away at that point. Looks like these are a lot of houses that are all built the same exact way. Not a lot of crazy.
They don't have houses like this in the Philippines. Nobody can afford anything like this.
No.
Philippines is poor. I'm going to be in the top 10% of the Philippines. 90% of the people, they live below our level. You picking me up on the interstate may be opening the way for me to get on a plane in 6 days and ending my USA career. The thing that will key it will be Jesse and Kelly. If I pay $200 for that passport, he may have it in his possession. He's just not sure what to do. Jesse's name I've just made. Everybody in the family knows Jesse. So do I unload and leave everything in the car? Let's not make that decision till we knock on his door.
All right.
I don't know whether he works in the evening. Oh, he'd be gone to work if today's a work day.
Today's a Thursday.
I don't know what university. Then he's a college guy. And his wife is okay. Last time I was no, that wasn't the last time. I was recently beat up by Jason, my baby brother. I'm 67, he's 15 years younger than I am. In their living room, in front of them, because I said shitty things to him. I said, I'm not coming back here. You've forgotten who I am. You've forgotten our relationship. And Jason is showing you how he feels about it. And you won't see me again. But of my 8 children, he's in the 1 or 2 spot.
He said he beat you up?
He didn't. Jason did. My little brother.
But he was there? Your
All
second
four
son?
of us were there. I was getting my...
Did they stop you? Did they stop your little brother from...
No, they supported him.
Supported him?
Yeah.
But he's still your second best son? And he supported
He's
him?
my best son.
Your best son supported you getting beat up?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, you need to understand my family. Listen, we come from thousands of years of people in Scotland.
Okay.
You ever see the show Blueface? Mel Gibson wearing Blueface?
He's
Braveheart?
He's Braveheart.
Yeah. That's the people I come from.
Okay.
That's who we are.
You guys are Scottish.
We're Scottish and we're warriors, and it's in our DNA. We can't not be warriors.
Okay. The warrior class.
And we fought the English for 1,000 years, and we're damn proud of it. And you know, if we have a little fight once in a while, we have a little fight once in a while. It's just how it is.
Wow. That's tough.
Well, we are tough. We are tough, the whole damn bunch of us. And Jason's got a bunch of guns at 1,000 feet of him, because he's gonna be tough. He is tough, and he's gonna be tough. He kicked me out of his house.
Why is that?
I wrecked the ceiling of his downstairs.
How'd you do that?
I overran the tub, and the water wrecked the ceiling.
Wow.
Then he kicked me out.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Nah, a couple $100. I
Uh-huh.
was gonna fix it, but... And besides, I'd lost his 450 Yamaha. We're both death riders, you know.
Well, now it makes sense. Because you're Scottish, you're death riders.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, don't fight with us. We'll fight.
I-
Every damn one of us will fight. We can't help it. It's our DNA. We'll fight to win too.
All right.
So when I see Jesse, I'm going to see him with respect and love.
Yeah.
I'm his dad. He's my #1 son. He knows how I feel.
So,
Okay.
if you know where his house is, let me know where to
Okay,
go.
I'm gonna start thinking pretty quick. There's some streets that come in at an angle like this. Go straight.
Okay.
Go straight. Go straight.
I'll take a stop at the stop sign. Second
You're doing a
Baptist
good
Church.
job. You're doing a pretty good job. I've got speeding tickets in lots of states because I don't do a good job. Careful. I got warrior blood.
Warrior blood.
I know it, and I know it, and I know why I am the way I am, and I am this way, and I don't try and pretend I'm not. It's in my DNA, for Christ's sake. You can't pretend you don't have the DNA you got.
Now this has road work ahead.
That's all right. Shit. Let's go right. Let's go right.
We're gonna take a right on Reed Avenue.
Okay, and then we'll go left, right on this corner.
All right.
Oh, we're looking for a loaf and jug. That's the gas station. Half a block.
It's
from...
called Loaf and Jug?
Yep.
All right.
And anybody around here knows where Loaf and Jug is. Because they, you know.
Loaf and Jug. Search nearby. Let's see.
We're going to want to work left here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get around that road
Yeah,
work.
go ahead, get around it.
I think it's, yeah, it's right, probably right there. So if I just head a couple streets up, then I might be able to avoid it. Let's see, they're doing
That
some
Loaf
more.
and Jug is on a long diagonal street,
Okay.
and Loaf and Jug is on it, and Jesse's apartment is right by Loaf and Jug. It's
Okay.
on the same block.
It's interesting how the
It's comes out in at an angle.
Okay. Well, we circled around, saw the road work.
Ask for the nearest loaf and jug, and you'll have his address.
I think I'm headed to Loaf and Jug right
Okay,
now.
Good. Excellent. He's got 2 cars. He's got a 4-wheel drive Ford-looking thing.
When's the last time you saw him?
Oh, careful. I don't know.
4 years ago?
No, hell no. Recently. And
2 months?
we're not on a spit in your eye footing. We like each other. Oh, they make me take my shoes off to go in their house.
Okay.
Ooh, this is starting to look kind of familiar.
Yeah, well, if you see something where
I think it's left here.
I think
this is Diagonal Street.
You think we're gonna take a left right now
Yep.
into a diagonal street.
Yep. The Loaf and Jug is down there.
Yeah, alright. Clear the way is clear. We're gonna head down the diagonal street. We're going to Loaf and Jug.
Yep. I think this is it.
I see the Lord's Church. I see Healing Center, Bent Avenue.
Randall Avenue.
I see West 30th
Is
Street.
that Loaf and Jug right there?
That is Loaf and Jug.
Yeah, I did good. Bushwhacker. We want to go up and take a right at the green light.
At the Snyder.
That's Loaf and Jug. This is the right place. This is Jesse's place.
Alright, well we found Loaf and Jug. Now we just gotta find Jesse.
Turn right. Turn right.
We're gonna take a double right turn.
Yeah, there it is. That's the apartment. That brown thing on there.
The brick one or
Yep, the brick one.
Okay, so we're at Jesse's apartment and we're gonna go knock on his door and see if he's home.
That's one of their cars. This one here.
Okay.
That's the other one. I think they're home. I think they're both there.
Alright, well I'm gonna temporarily back in and I'm
Okay.
gonna let you
Okay.
knock on the door and see if they're home.
Yeah. Good. If he's not there, we'll be on our way to Denver.
Yep.
Ken,
Yep.
I appreciate what's happening.
Well, I hope he's here.
I think it looks like he is.
Let's see if he's here.
Should I wear the cool hat? Should I just wear the Boy Scout hat?
You could just wear the one you've got on. I think that's good, and
He
see if he's there.
doesn't care what my hat is. We know each other.
Yep.
Oh, I see belts.
Yep.
You got glasses. Look at all them glasses.
I know. I
You
collect
like
them.
round ones. Come meet Jesse.
He's here?
He's here.
All right. We're going to go meet Jesse. All right. We're going to go see what we can see. Jesse in his apartment. Put my water over here, step out of the car. Hey, how's it going? My name's Ken. Saw your dad walking on the side of the road. I'm on a road trip. I'm a YouTuber. I'm just meeting people and doing interviews, but it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
So he said you'd be here, and he remembered where you lived, and he said he's got a passport coming.
Okay.
He said it might be with Kelly up in Montana, but he wanted to check and make sure that you didn't have it before we left for Denver, because that's where I'm headed. And he's getting a plane ticket.
You talked to Kelly in the last week?
Mm-mm.
Talked to Jason?
Yeah, I talked to Jason.
Am I in trouble with the cops? The sheriff in Laramie threatened to beat me up today.
But he didn't arrest you.
No, he sent me walking down the interstate, and then Ken came, and now I'm here. So,
Yeah.
Ken,
Yeah, go on.
I'm pretty harmless, to be honest.
Yeah.
we stopped somewhere, a place called Vidagoo.
Yep, the granite rocks. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Where you? So you're going to Denver?
Yeah, I've got 2 friends in Denver. One of them got a hotel for me tonight, and the other one I'm probably gonna meet some of his family. And we're just doing a road trip. We're just meeting people and
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Can I
getting
ask-
people's stories.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's not a bad question. Can you tell Ken anything about El Salvador?
Yeah, done a lot of
A lot. Tell him anything. Anything he might be interested in hearing.
The country, I mean, probably you know this, but the country's ran by gangs. I lived there for 2 years. I served a mission for my church.
Mm-hmm.
So there as a missionary, but the neighborhoods that we walked in and through, they were controlled by gangs, but they didn't really mess with us because we were
Missionaries.
missionaries.
Yeah.
But
You'd have to be pretty sick to mess with missionaries.
yeah. But sometimes we'd go out and do service and stuff, and we'd still have tags on, like our T-shirts, but we kind of look like just normal people. And they would follow us for a while until they figured out who we were. And so we always made sure we had our badges on us, just so they knew.
Could I ask you for one more little favor?
Sure.
When I was at your church listening to you give a talk in Sacramento, you talked about a bus ride. Can you tell Ken the story about the bus ride?
Sure. So I decided to serve a mission. I wasn't really sure if wasn't sure about God, if He existed or whatnot. I hadn't really had any personal experiences. I was on my mission in my first area. I was pretty new. I was sick all the time because of the food and the heat. I wasn't used to it. And this was the first couple of weeks, and my companion and I were waiting for a bus to go. And we knew the bus routes pretty well because we traveled daily. And we were waiting for our bus to come, and I was super feverish. I was pretty sick, and during that time, I was like, "Hey, like Heavenly Father, God, I'm out here trying to do what's right and serve you, and I'm feeling really sick, and just any help would be really appreciated." And we waited for our bus to come, never came. My companion and I decided that we'd take another bus that would get us close just to home. We'd still have a pretty decent hike to take. So we waited another 10 minutes. Our bus never came, so we hopped on this other bus. And for some reason, during that time, I'm not sure exactly why, but that bus drove right by our apartment, dropped us off right by it, and that was pretty abnormal for that route to even go that way at all. And then after I realized what had happened and that it was an answer to my prayer, I felt a really strong
Conviction?
Yeah, it was I don't know if you've ever heard something good or watched something good and you kind of had this tingly sensation through your body. It was like that, but times 10. It was just pulsating through my body. And from that point on, I knew that God existed and that He hears our prayers.
Thank you. Will Smith, you know him in Hollywood?
Mm-hmm.
There was another really famous black guy, Hollywood. I can't think of his name, and I was trying to tell Ken who he was, and he's guessing all kinds of things. Will Smith starred in lots of movies.
I don't know. I guess Samuel L. Jackson. I guess Morgan Freeman. I guess Chadwick Boseman.
Denzel Washington.
There you go. There you go.
Told you you'd get it.
I didn't guess Denzel. That's true.
He's
I'm
pretty
glad
famous.
we figured it out because that was going to bother me. Yeah.
So what's your plan?
Have you talked to Jason?
Yeah, he said that you had your passport sent to Montana for some reason. So it's probably going to Kelly's, but Kelly's going to be out of town for this next week. I think he's going to Alabama.
Is he out of town now? Can we call him?
We can call him, yeah, sure. I'll grab my phone.
Can we come in and meet your wife?
Yeah, come on in. Mason and Karen are coming over for dinner, so we're getting ready for that.
Jason's Mason?
Yeah.
How's he? 1 to 10, how is he?
Probably 7 or so.
Thank you. Take my shoes off.
I think I've got Jason's sandals on.
Hey, Ben. My dad's here, and what was your name again?
Kenneth.
Ken?
Yeah.
Ken brought him.
Okay.
Ken's, I guess, a YouTuber. And
Yep.
just meeting people on the road.
Okay.
Met me.
This is my wife, Ken. Melanie, she's just making dinner right now.
Hi, Melanie. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You got a beautiful wedding photo over there.
Oh, thank
Where'd you guys take that?
We went. It's called Silver Lake. It's in Utah.
Okay.
That's where we got.
Silver Lake in Utah. Yeah, Utah has some beautiful.
It is.
I've done both I've come at it from the east, but I was more impressed coming from the west and driving through the Salt Lake and the Salt Flats and stuff.
Yeah. Those are
And I may have hypothetically been going as fast as my car would possibly go. So that was fun. What are you guys cooking up?
So we're trying something new. It is called, going to the top of the page, walnut, except for replacing walnuts with cashews, and lentil bolognese.
Bolognese sounds Italian, maybe?
Yeah, so it's a pasta dish and
Okay.
like a red sauce, so.
Yeah, well, I told your father-in-law here that if you guys were home, I'd be happy to bring him over here. My next stop is Denver, so
Exciting.
he said that he was going to fly out of Denver, but it also sounds like the person who has his passport is not currently at home.
Oh.
So I don't know if he's really ready to fly out this week or if
Yeah.
he needs to take some time. And
Next Wednesday's payday.
next Wednesday's payday, yeah, but you do need your passport, right? So if Kelly's not home, we might have to wait for Kelly to get home. We'll see what your son says.
Melanie, how are you? 1 to 10.
Probably 7.
Heck, I'm higher than that. I'm at least 8.
Yeah. Why are you feeling an 8?
I've been sleeping up on the mountains
Yeah.
between Laramie and Jason's house.
That's exciting.
And from that and the sheriff of Laramie wanting to beat me up, I'm here.
Oh.
That's the Melanie. She's half Filipino.
Cool. Yeah, my stepmom is Filipino.
Stepmom. It's your dad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a complicated story. But she's a very nice lady.
You play the piano, Melanie?
I do.
Do you mind if I play some notes on it?
It's really out of tune. But
Is it?
Well, a couple notes are out of tune. But
Yeah.
feel free to.
The last person who told me that, I couldn't tell that it was out of tune, so.
You'll hear once you get into the lower.
Is Kelly home?
He's headed to Utah right now. He said they hadn't seen your passport though. He's probably not going to get there for another couple of weeks, I would imagine.
So that means I can't go till after next payday.
Yeah.
You work tonight?
Nope. We're entertaining Mason and Karen tonight.
Karen?
Mason's girlfriend.
Just a girlfriend?
Well, they've been living together for the last 5 years or something.
More than girlfriend.
Yeah.
The way I score that is the way God does.
So if you're not going to be flying out for a few weeks, do you still want to go to Denver tonight?
We'll keep him here. It'll be
Okay.
the best option.
All right.
Then he'll just be.
Well, as long as you got a place to stay and I got a good place to go, then I appreciate
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
And thank you for telling me a bunch of stories and keeping me entertained on the road.
Ken, I want to ask Jason one more question.
Sure.
Where do you put us in vis-a-vis tribulation?
What?
Tribulation, revelation. You think it's 7 years, 10 years? You don't know?
No, I don't know. Our church has been saying we've been in the last days for the last 200 years, so it could be another couple hundred years, I'd say. We don't know.
You don't know the day or hour,
Yeah.
but you got to be prepared.
Yeah.
He's driving a what kind of Honda? A CRZ?
Yeah.
CRZ. I better get my stuff out.
Yeah, let's go get it.
Thank you. All
right.
That's him.
He's real. He's here. He's not working.
All right, he's my number one big kid.
He's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. You just met it.
You said it. I saw it. It's real.
You want to look through that bowl and not leave it on your dash, or do you want to just take it?
Man, I got so much crap. I don't need it. If you want me to take it, I'll take it.
I'm curious to look through it because I picked it up out of the ditch.
Yeah, is this yours?
Yeah, you can have it if you want it.
Well, I'll see if I can find a home for it. Do you want this, or do you want me to throw it away?
Yeah, it's just garbage.
It's garbage. Okay. Well, I think that's really all you had.
I think that's it.
That was my mission for today. So
remember Vita Vu. It could
Vita Vu.
Could be life and death in 4 years.
Vita Vu. I got to tell everybody. I got to tell my friends. I'm going to upload it on my channel and let them know.
It's a real thing, and it's a Wyoming State Park.
All right. Well, in 7 years, maybe we'll meet again at Vita Vu. How about that?
We may meet again if you decide to come to the Philippines.
Philippines?
I'm going to be there.
All right. Well, I'll fly to the Philippines and ask for.
I'm happy to introduce you to my 4 people that I'm going to teach how to drive next week.
All right. Well, I might see you in the Philippines then.
I'll try and teach them your skills. Your skills, not mine.
Yeah. All right. You take care now, John.
Thanks a lot, man.
You have a great rest of your day now.
I will.
That's all she wrote, folks.